I think the state of trust in business today is the core focus of the Edelman Trust Barameter. It's been 10 years that we are working on the trust level from business elite, opinion elite, respect to several institutions like business, NGOs, media. We used to work on religious institution as well, but we dropped that. So the state of trust today is very diverse from one area of the world to another. We cover 22 countries. So you have the optimist country like China or India, where basically more than about 70% of respondents trust business. You have the pragmatist country like the States, United States, where basically when things go all right, about 50 to 60% of people trust business. But last year, with the economic crisis, we saw a drop of more than 20 points, and US hit very hard on the crisis. And we have the skeptics countries like Europe, and especially the biggest economies like Germany, UK, France, where the level of trust in business is about 25 to 30% approximately. So the state of trust this year is better than it used to be, because we moved from 50% of opinion elite globally trusting business to 54 this year, so it's a minor increase, but basically it's still lower than it used to be a couple of years ago before the crisis. What do people trust today? Basically, they trust a company that is transparent, that is able to admit that they may have been, going through hard times with the crisis, and that managed to give a clear feeling, to convey a clear feeling of learning from their experiences of the crisis. So whenever a company has reorganized their management practices, where they manage to improve the balance between the interest of shareholders and the interest of other stakeholders and the overall society, basically they manage to create and build and protect trust from the general public. I think it's the most important difference is that in emerging markets like, we talk about the BRIC markets, Brazil, Russia, India, China, people tend to be more optimist and look at business as a driver of change in the overall country. So the relationship to business is much more positive than in European countries, for instance, where we tend to look at business as maybe a less trustful way, and the relationship to profit is a bit more difficult. I think what's really stands out in Sweden, for instance, is a more stable and a balanced relationship with authority, where business and government have a long experience of working together to address the society issues as a whole. So this is why during the crisis, countries like Sweden didn't hit as much as other countries. And for instance, the Swedish government managed to keep a very high level of trust, because they managed to give the feeling that they were really on board and hands-on in fixing the crisis and its consequences for consumer citizens.